Welcome to the 2023 Book Awards. These are the best books that I read in the year 2023. I read 55 books, including the 5 Hugo nominees, and here are the categories that we're going to break them down into to get to the best of the best. In the category of biography, the award goes to Elon Musk by Walter Isaacson. This is a fascinating biography of a guy who is still a central figure in a lot of world events that are going on, so I loved it. I loved figuring out what's going on in this guy's head. For science fiction fantasy, the award goes to Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Dark Matter is a really fun science fiction book that's best to go in completely blind, not knowing at all what it's about. The way it unfolds is just fun, and there were parts where I was really laughing out loud. Very thought-provoking, very science fiction-y, definitely wins the award this year. In the category of general fiction, the award goes to 1984 by George Orwell. I read this book this year realizing how insightful and impressive this is as a novel. It really does stand the test of time and I think becomes increasingly relevant. So good for George Orwell for seeing our day. In the category of self-help, the award goes to Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is probably the best book that I've read about habits. It's very simple, very analytical, right up my alley, very straightforward. So yeah, this is an easy win this year. In the category of history, the award goes to The Boys in the Boat by Daniel James Brown. This book was great for the history, for the underdog story, for the way that it was written. It was just overall home run, great book. The award for funniest book goes to The Stench of Honolulu. I'm so glad that Jack Handey wrote a novel. It's full of his weird, quirky sense of humor that's completely absurd, yet somehow always manages to make me laugh. So definitely the funniest book this year. The award for scariest book goes to The Shining by Stephen King. This is a classic of horror and goes to show why Stephen King deserves all of the praise that he gets for establishing the horror genre. He does a brilliant job with the setting, with the dad's alcoholism. It's absolutely brilliant and what a horror novel should be. And now for the worst book that I read this year. That award goes to Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. The more I think about this book, the less I like it. I think it could have been interesting, and yet the structure of the story was so uneventful and uninteresting. I think it's at the bottom. And now the award for the best book I read this year, The Boys in the Boat by Daniel James Brown. Like I said in my 5-star review that I gave the book, it is an absolute home run, just brilliant all around. And I don't think there was much competition this year. I think that was basically at the top. So there you have it. Those are my awards for 2023. For next year, I'm going to be focusing more on recommendations, so keep them coming in the comments below. And what books did you read in 2023 that really impressed you or really disappointed you? Also, leave those in the comments below.